Dzień dobry Państwu. W dzisiejszym programie Jeśli nie rewolucja, to co? Gościmy Ali Munira. Ali jest naszym specjalnym gościem. Niestety po raz kolejny będziemy musieli Państwa gościć i rozmawiać w języku angielskim. Tak jak poprzednim razem, napisy w języku polskim pojawią się w terminie późniejszym. Także dziś ja i mój gość będziemy porozumiewać się po angielsku i mam nadzieję, że Państwo pomimo wszystko coś wyniosą z tego. Ali,
dziękuję.
Nice to meet you, and I'm very honored that you are decided to participate in today's program. Would you please, you know that this is all about Palestine today.
It's all about Palestine, yes.
And would you please tell us something about yourself?
Yes, first of all, I want to say thanks for giving me the opportunity to stand up to come here in your program. So honor for me because I've been following the whole issue about Palestine during the summer where it escalated a lot. To come back to your question about myself, my name is Ali Munir Ahmed. I'm a medical student in Lublin. I'm going to start in the 4th year of the European program soon. And yeah, I'm halfway in my studies and I've lived in Poland the last 3 years. And it's been great to be here.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just a normal student. I have interest for politics. My background is from Pakistan, but I'm grown up in Denmark. But my parents, they came to Denmark when they were pretty young, about 12 to 14 years old. So
with their parents, I presume.
Sorry?
With their parents.
No, actually, my dad, he came with his uncle. So yeah, you can say kind of.
Yeah.
A lot of people from my family came to Denmark together, and I'm grown up in Denmark, born there. So I speak fluently Danish. Know the Danish culture. So I'm a Western guy, but with, let's say, I have a lot of
Eastern
roots.
heart.
Yeah, I still love the culture of Pakistan, a lot of things, Muslim culture, and I must say I love Denmark because I'm grown up there, of course. So I love both my countries, if I can say it like that.
I can see your Arafatka. I told you how we call it.
Yes, I've had this. I bought it in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay.
Because I went to pilgrimage, and I think in Arabic it's called shamak. But
I don't recall.
I don't know, but
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's an Arabic scarf. I'm wearing. The most important, of course, is I'm wearing it to show support of Palestine. I am told sometimes that I shouldn't wear it in public. One of my Saudi friends actually told me last year. If I can just give you a little story.
Sure.
Last year we were going home from the Friday prayer, Al-Jum'ah, which we call it in Arabic. And we were playing music in the car and I was wearing my scarf because I like the scarf, like it could be any other scarf, right? And I was wearing the scarf and we were playing Arabic music, took the windows down, like we're just having fun, right? And my friend, he said to me, Ali, don't do it like that. Maybe it was because I was kind of crazy, you know, just having fun. People would think, what is he doing? But he was thinking, you shouldn't put that scarf off because put it on yourself because it kind of symbolizes terrorism. And I was like, huh? But I was like, I mean, it doesn't symbolize terrorism, but some people might get scared because people like Osama bin Laden was wearing a shamak when he was live on TV, right? And threatening America. So I was just...
So what?
Yeah,
he was having undies as well.
Exactly.
So now we
for me, this is just clothing.
Wearing
you know?
undies?
Yeah, so now I wear it because I know it's very famous in the Arabic world. So to support the Palestinians, I think it's... Because the only reason why I am actually very focused about Palestine and follow it so much is that so many people are getting killed, right? And that's wrong. And it's been thousands of people, more than 2,000 people have been killed only during the summer.
And more than 500 children.
Exactly. And I think it needs focus, and that's why I'm wearing the scarf. If we go on to my t-shirt, which says #FreePalestine with the Palestinian flag,
That's what it says.
And in Arabic, it says, I don't know how to read this part though, but it says Palestine, Free Palestine in Arabic.
In Arabic.
In Arabic. And I'm wearing that to give it focus, actually. That's the main point. I think the Palestinian people need focus from the world. We see so many things in the TV that we don't... There's so many programs about how people cook, people are getting fat and stuff like that. Nonsense. For me, yeah. It's okay to watch it if you want to, but these things are, I think, more important.
Misdirection.
Yeah, exactly, because they are, it's about human being killed without any reason.
And then so people are just eating McDonald's and, you know,
exactly,
McChicken,
yeah,
and nuggets.
I don't see how that's, of course people have interest of a lot of things, but I think these kind of things should get focused, but it didn't, I think, during the summer. And the only reason why I heard so much about this Palestine war was the war in 2013. I think it was after New Year.
Yes.
And a lot of, there was no media attention on it. Zero, exactly. And I was really disappointed, and I was angry. I was thinking, how is it possible that if I go to the biggest Danish website or newspaper website, like Ekstrabladet is one, there's TV2, DR1, which is Denmark's radio, they are the biggest channels and newspapers. When I went to their website, I found on the front page, Niklas Bentner has lost in the court, or he has been drunk in the weekend and Arsenal is not picking him up for a game. Or it could be something like the winner of Friday's dance competition was blah, blah, blah. And I was like, come on, this is human being killed, and I have to go so much down or into so many links to find it. And that was when I actually got a lot of interest for it. So what I did was I found a lot of Facebook pages, because thanks God, Facebook is independent of any media. You can,
in part.
Yeah, in some parts, of course. But you can make your own pages and stuff. So there are a lot of Danish people who made some website, and English pages too, where they make a status update on Facebook every time there's a missile killing. It daily tells how many people were killed. So I was getting these status updates on my Facebook wall from 2013 already. And when it started, I think on the 8th June 2014, this year, during the holy month of Ramadan, in the start, it was just, I just saw them coming up on my Facebook, and suddenly my Facebook was only about Palestine. And I was, of course, happy to see that. I was not happy to see these videos where you see brutal crime, where kids were being killed and blood, you know. I don't like to see that, of course. But I was liking them all for the only reason that...
Support.
Yeah, once you like it, I didn't like the...
Of course.
Yeah,
it's not about liking what you see. It's about showing support.
It's about that when you like something in Facebook, it comes up on your...
exactly. It's bringing attention.
Exactly. It comes up on your friend's timeline or Facebook.
Exactly.
So it was just to give attention, because I felt my Danish friends... I have a lot of Danish friends, of course. I love them. And they didn't know so much about it. People are, you know, giving attention to what matters.
They're living Western life. What do you want?
So I was thinking, to give it attention, the thing I can do is, I would love to go to Palestine and work for an organization, but it's not that easy.
No.
Because, first of all, it's
under
dangerous.
Siege.
Yeah.
It's under siege all the time, 24/7.
So
like 9/11 was one day.
Exactly.
They live 9/11 24/7.
Most of them do, yeah. So it was just to give it attention that I was liking all these links, for hoping that people would know that people are actually getting killed in Palestine. And it was what, as you said, 500 children?
Over 500 children been killed.
They don't have anything to do...
Over 50 days.
It's just and for me, I don't care even if they support Hamas or they don't support Hamas. I don't even think they know what Hamas is, maybe some of them.
Actually, many politicians, independent politicians from Ireland, they reached the evidence that the Hamas was created by the Mossad.
Yeah.
Just to split Fatah. just to remove power from and support from Yasser Arafat. And there is evidence to back it up. So, and that is going to be nothing new, actually. You know, because the rule behind the Mossad is through deception we shall rule the world. So that's their style. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they are doing. You know, I was trying to say that from this point, I would like to, with you, Ali, thank my friend Anand Seraya. She's from Denmark, like you. She's wholeheartedly. She's Palestinian. She's beautiful, and she's wholeheartedly devoted to the Palestinian cause. You know, just. And I was trying to say that you are wearing the scarf, which is white and red. For me, it symbolizes Palestinian blood, but also the Danish flag, which is white and red.
The Danish flag.
For instance. And as you can see, especially for today, my beloved girlfriend prepared for me black shirt as a sign of mourning over 500 children killed in Palestine recently.
Which is really sad, of course.
And all the Palestinians murdered with cold blood by war machine waged against Palestinian indigenous people of Palestine by Israeli state and war machine, Zionist war machine. And it's not about antagonizing anyone, but you see, many people in Poland don't realize that we have very similar background, actually, Polish people and Palestinian people. We've been occupied by
the Second World War.
Exactly, by fascist regime, by people who thought they are superior, that they have right to kill us, they have right to persecute us, and as you know, huge Jewish diaspora was especially targeted by the Nazis in Poland. They live in ghetto, exactly the same way, and very similar environment as Gaza today. As Gaza today. They have wall, there was wall in ghetto in Warsaw. They dig tunnels to attack, to smuggle supplies to ghetto. They dig tunnels to attack Germans, to take their weapons. You know, and that's exactly what Palestinian does today.
Which is
the
problem.
And Israel says it's all terrorism. So I believe my grandfather fight Nazis face to face. He was a terrorist too.
Which he obviously wasn't.
He wasn't.
But that's the thing. I was actually thinking about
resistance is not terrorism.
No. Anybody would, I think, defend their country, but I don't want to go too much into like Hamas because I don't know too much about them, and I think the focus should not be.
No, it's not important. Actually, it's not important. It's one of the organizations.
Exactly, it's a political party which has been elected in Palestine, right?
Exactly, transparently elected by Palestinian people. And what is completely ridiculous, if that was a transparent election, and it was. There were observers from all over the world, and Palestinian people choose Hamas to represent them. Why on earth all the rest of the democratic world is refusing to participate, refusing to talk with these people, calling them terrorists? Did they forget about first Prime Minister of Israel, Menachem Begin? He was declared by America as a regular terrorist. They blow up the building in Cairo in Egypt, and then they admit that.
I want to say that it doesn't matter for me whether it's people killed on the Israeli side or Palestinian side.
They shouldn't be killed.
And no one should be killed. And I want to clarify that. It's not because I'm sitting here as a Muslim coming here to your channel to say that I'm against Jewish people. No, I'm not. I know some people, or some of my friends have some relatives or some people who are Jewish or have a Jewish background, and it's not like I say I can't meet that guy, because that's not what my religion says. I am not the best Muslim in the world, first of all, but I try to find out sometimes what my religion says. And according to my religion, what I've understood, if you kill, there is a surah in the Quran, I think it's surah number 5 and verse number 32, which says that where God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that if you kill one, you have killed the whole mankind. For me, I understand it. That's
And
the love.
if you save one
God
life,
gives,
it's like saving an entire world.
Exactly. If you save one, you save the entire world, right? So nobody says that we have to hate Jewish people or kill them. I just feel it's funny that the only Jewish country in the world is next to all the Arab countries, and we know from history that Muslims and Jewish people have not been like. Why don't America give?
Exactly, one state.
Give a Jewish. There's so many Jewish people in America. Why don't they give them? They support them so much anyway. So.
We should remember that most of the Israeli citizens have double or triple citizenships.
Yeah, not only that, but
so
you
they
can
don't
see all
have
this
to.
West Bank and and I am sure that after the war this summer, the Israeli geographics have expanded rapidly, and there was some Danish. There's a Danish political lady from a party called Radikale Venstre, which I support too, and she was putting this issue into Danish media. She was saying like we have to boycott Israel, and which I think is the right way too.
Of course.
I used to use a lot of Israeli products. I still maybe do because I'm not sure.
Because you're not sure about.
I cannot do about it because a lot of products are Jewish. But today, when my friends say let's go to McDonald's, the other day I was actually going to go to McDonald's, but then I forgot about Israel, and then my friend he said. Let's go to. Why do you want to go to? And he's Muslim. He said, why do you want to go to McDonald's? Like, you should boycott them. You talk so much about Palestine, and then I was like, yeah, like that's true.
But people just living daily life. They forgot about connections.
Yeah,
you know. But it's all about it.
I think the way that you can stop Israel. I don't know if that's the reason they stopped bombing them maybe they're still bombing them, but officially the war is over now. Or had taken a pause, and it was because like people were.
Twitter was exploding about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Twitter, Facebook was exploding about it.
Exactly.
And what's amazing, for the first time, most of the major media all over the world, they actually show something about the support from people.
Exactly.
From Australia up to Canada. Yes. Everywhere, people were going on the street.
There's a lot of states
they were blocking ports.
Yeah.
In United States,
and
they blocked the port. They boycotted the ship from Israel,
because
so they couldn't reload
Israel is a really strong country economically, of course, and there's a lot of companies who are owned by Jewish people. So to boycott them, I think, is a good way.
I think that's a very good way,
because then you are making the economics in some way weaker, and then you are
and people notice.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of this money, I believe, goes to the military.
Of course.
But I don't want to blame only Israel. I want to say that it has. The funny thing is, I'm here as a Muslim, and I'm thinking, where are all the Muslim countries to help? I must say that I really admire Turkey. Turkey is a country that has sent a lot of medical health, planes that were sent, ambulance planes, medical like care, a lot of things. That's really nice. I would love to see that from more people. I'm not saying that countries should go out and blow up Israel, because a lot of people are going to die on that side too.
No.
But there must be a solution for this, right? And if a country,
it's better to resist than be one of the murderers.
Exactly.
You know, don't put yourself in the same line with those who persecute you.
And if a country is going up and killing civilians, then they have to. Normally, if I go out on the street, do something wrong, I'm brought to court, right? I have to defend myself.
Of course.
So I think the same should happen with Israel. Like, if they are killing people, then why doesn't America come up and say?
America is run by Israel.
Exactly, and
that's exactly what said their own president.
And people, funnily, people say that the only democracy, state with democracy in country with democracy, in Middle East is Israel. And I'm thinking, which kind of democracy is it when you cut the water supply? I was at a demonstration
in Denmark. When you have apartheid law, different civil rules
Gaza
and law
is the biggest jail of the world at the moment. There's a wall.
Exactly.
And people who work in Jerusalem who are in Gaza, they have to go through so many bad things. So I think it's very problematic. I just hope that the media keeps focusing on it. A lot of media is not, but I hope it will grow with the time, because
they are beginning to notice. So
yeah,
let me ask you, what do you think we here in Lublin, here in Poland? You are a student from Pakistan.
Yes.
Westerner with Eastern heart. Me, the guy from Lublin, I've been born here, who spent many years of my life overseas. But also, I have Eastern and Polish heart, regardless of my personal views and opinions. What we can do to stop this war machine, Israeli war machine, fueled by blood, human blood, and dollars, American dollars. What we can do from here?
I think anywhere in the world, what you can do is to give it attention. I was in Denmark during the whole summer vacation time, and I went to one march and one demonstration, and wearing a t-shirt like this, there was speeches from a lot of famous Danish political people, and I think to give it focus, so people in Lublin, if there was demonstrations, for example, and it came more like in the Lublin media, so people in Lublin know too.
So, organizing marches,
yeah,
organizing demonstrations, legally of course.
Of course.
Organizing what? Meetings, public meetings, speeches.
Exactly.
So everything we can do as a...
Because the most important thing is, first of all, to give it attention.
Exactly.
Because we as civilians cannot sit and take decisions on behalf of our countries or on behalf
But we can influence them.
Exactly. Because in the end, we live in states where we have countries where there's democracy, so we have the chance to vote for someone, right?
Or vote out.
Exactly.
Which is not easy.
So... that's the thing. For example, Denmark has been in the war in Iraq and
which is regrettable.
Exactly, and I didn't vote for the parties that went there, and I feel that I'm not sitting here and saying that people who voted for these parties are responsible for the killings of the people.
Not directly.
Not directly, but I feel in
morally,
some kind of
yes.
But if the political party that you vote for has changed their view of, for example, Iraq or Afghanistan, is wrong, right?
Of course.
Because then you have not been, you've been told something else, and then they've changed. But I believe you have some...
People been lied to.
And one more thing I want to make clear, which is my view about this, is that a lot of people have maybe heard about the situation in Iraq at the moment and Syria with the ISIS, the organization called Dawlat-e-Islam, which means Islamic State, which is nonsense. Yeah, the name for me is really nonsense. But I believe, I was thinking today that what some people, or what ISIS is representing, the way they are representing Islam, is the totally wrong way, and that's they have misused the religion, abused, and the same way I feel that, because I believe there's a lot of Jewish people who want peace. I've seen demonstrations in New York.
Ali, that's something you don't have to explain for people like me. You know, it's like people don't want to remember that Adolf Hitler was a good Catholic. He was paying monthly fees to the Catholic Church, and yet we all know what kind of havoc he brings on entire Europe.
Exactly.
So,
and Jewish people, some of them who don't support Israel, who are against the crimes that they're doing against Palestine, are, of course, their religion is misused.
Exactly.
Their religion is misused as the same way as I'm a Muslim, feel that my religion is misused by ISIS, and their name is so wrong, and they are using Quran verses and stuff like that before they kill people.
No,
But that's the whole issue. But I was just thinking that you can put it like that, that these kind of extremist people are misusing others. So we have to clarify that.
Evil always have to use something good and replace it with their own way, which is always evil. You can add something good to evil, but it's always going to be evil.
Exactly.
And opposite. You
And
can't,
for
no
me,
matter
these two
how
evils-
much evil you add to something good,
Yeah.
it's always going to be good. So we're going to have to finish,
course.
Ali. I really appreciate that you have
Thank you very
courage
much.
and such a strong stand for Gaza and Palestine, not because you are Muslim, but because you are human.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to
myself.
clarify, it's because, as I told you before we started, it's about being human too. That's really important.
Exactly.
A lot of people think that it's only because I'm Muslim. No, if it happened in Denmark or in Netherlands or another country, it will still be bad.
Ali, thank you very much. We're going to have to finish.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. And free Palestine.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Proszę Państwa, dziękujemy Państwu ślicznie za uwagę. Chciałbym użyć na koniec słów jednego z intelektualistów izraelskich, który w jednym ze swoich ostatnich artykułów dla Haaretz napisał, że to nie tylko to, że Izrael powinien ponieść odpowiedzialność przed Międzynarodowym Trybunałem Sprawiedliwości w Hadze, ale przede wszystkim Izrael i obywatele Izraela powinni stanąć twarzą w twarz sami z sobą po tym, co zrobili w Gazie. Bo nie może być tak, żeby ludzie, którzy przeżyli getto i Holokaust ze strony faszystowskich Niemiec, dziś robili niemalże dokładnie to samo i dokładnie taką samą zaciekłością, nieludzką zaciekłością wobec ludzi, w których kraju są gośćmi. Dziękujemy Państwu ślicznie i do usłyszenia, do zobaczenia.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.